Hey, what's up guys, it's Sleechi back with another video. I don't really want to waste time, so let's hop into some news. First up, let's just get some quick shit out of the way. Jeff Kinney released the cover art for his latest Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, and if you were born in the early mid-2000s, you probably just got a nostalgia boner right about now. Yeah, no, after 11 books, this guy just isn't fucking done with this middle schooler, dude. Next up, the next Minecraft update's actually going to be coming out this June 7th. You know, everybody's gonna get back on Minecraft when this happens, even me and my friends are probably going to. But I can't help but be just a little bit miffed, because a lot of features that were promised to come to 1.9 are just not coming to 1.9. Like, one of the features is that the frogs would eat the fireflies, but I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong about this, but they removed the fireflies because they were poisonous to frogs. Like in real life, fireflies are poisonous to frogs, but I guess in the game they could have just eaten them, and people kinda got pissed about that. This isn't the first time mechanics in the game have changed because people kinda got riled up on the inaccuracies. Like, back then when birds were first coming out, you originally had to tame them with cookies, but seeing how chocolate is poisonous to things like dogs, cats, and birds, Mojang was just forced to change it to seeds. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense. But if they have to remove the fireflies because frogs would die eating them, come on dude, it's just a fucking game. And one of the other missing features is actually a missing biome, which is a modification of just the birch trees. Now, I know a lot of people don't even like birch, but having a new area just for birch trees I thought would have been nice, and the fact that they're just getting left out of this update is kinda sad. I always love seeing new biomes getting added to the game, because I'm sick and tired of just opening up a new world and spawning in a desert, Sahara, or mesa biome, and I would love to spawn into some weird new wacky environment. And as far as I know, I don't even think bundles are coming into the next update. If I remember correctly, they were getting issues with them working on the Pocket Edition. Something about the touch interface not working correctly with the display of the bundles, which is understandable, honestly. Random memory, but remember when Ice Climbers were left out of Smash 4 because they didn't work on the 3DS? Yeah, it's kinda like that. And I'll be honest, I'm still kinda pissed that the Alloy? What the fuck do you even call this thing? Okay. I am still pissed that it won over the Copper Golem. The Copper Golem just seems like a infinitely better creature, but, you know, it's whatever. But either way, I think the update will be interesting, so tell me down in the comments what you think will come. What are you excited for? What are you bummed out about? Next up, we actually have a game that I'm, like, actually hyped for. So Bandai Namco released a trailer for Jojo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R, and it's available for pre-order right now. And I'll be honest, I will fucking pre-order this game in a heartbeat. As you can see from the trailer, it's a 2.5D fighting game in the vein of games like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter V, and I don't think I've made this clear on this channel here before because I've hardly played them on this channel, but I fucking love 2D fighting games. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Dragon Ball Z, Samurai Showdown, King of Fighters. All of those types of games hold a special place in my heart, and it is quite literally some of the most fun I've ever had playing games are, you know, with those type of games. And, you know, 3D fighting games are cool and all, you know, games like the WWE series, Tekken, but I'm not really a huge fan of those other 3D fighting games, where they advertise themselves as fighting games, but can be more aptly described as like a fucking Batman Arkham game. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? The Demon Slayer game, Jump Force, although I'm not talking about Xenoverse because Xenoverse is actually pretty fucking cool. And for those who don't know, this is actually the second JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fighting game, made in this style actually. The first one was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Heritage for the Future, and if this new game is going to be anything like that, I would highly recommend picking it up. Next up, we have, what in the fuck am I looking at? So yeah, Winnie the Pooh entered the public domain in January of this year. And for those who don't know, copyrighted characters in America like Batman, Iron Man, Peter Pan, and many others are owned by their, you know, respective rights owners. But let's just say the creators of said property dies, What happens then? Well, either somebody can buy or inherit the right to continue the copyright filings, or just let the property enter the public domain, which means anybody can really use it for their own stories. If you want to know more about the public domain and how it can benefit creators, there are two very specific videos by Austin McConnell and Unique Namosaurus that I would highly recommend checking out. But there's also another stipulation when it comes to copyright and the public domain and all that. From now and until 2073, any work of art that turns 96 years old will enter the public domain. So since it's been 96 years since Winnie the Pooh first came out, it has now entered the public domain. And when talking to the director, he said that characters like Tigger won't appear in this movie because for the interesting fact that Tigger was created after Winnie, Eeyore, Christopher Robin's, the Owl, and all of those other characters. Tigger actually was created 2 years later, so we're gonna have to wait until 2024 to see a sequel where Tigger becomes a meth head, I guess. So what this all means is that as long as these characters, stories, concepts, as long as they don't resemble anything that Disney has made and still has copyright over, they should be able to make this movie without Disney at all getting involved. So yeah, Winnie the Pooh rated R. Tell me what you think about that down in the comments below. Do you think it's gonna be a good movie? I don't know, I'll probably watch it for the shits and giggles, because I can only imagine this will be a movie where it's so bad that it's actually pretty fucking good. I don't know what to say about this. Like, you know, credit where credit's due. That fucking mask is creepy as shit, dude. Dude looks like the Grinch, but like Eldrick. Next up in the news, TF2 is a complete shithole. If you've tried to play Team Fortress 2 since 2018, you'll know that it's damn near unplayable right now. And I already know you're thinking to yourself, well, it can't be as bad as like Warzone, Apex, or Fortnite, right? No, it's actually like 5 times fucking worse. Invincible snipers and heavies, aimbots. It's actually so fucking funny to watch people try to play this game nowadays. Because if getting bent over and fucked up the ass was a video game, Team Fortress 2 plays like it right now. And even more funny, there is a group of anti-hackers, right? A group of anti-hackers who hack the game and use aimbot and all that shit to take down the other aimbotters and hackers. And Valve finally responded with a tweet. You know, they play it real safe, they play it real cool. They just go, TF2 community, we hear you. We love this game and know you do too. We see how large this issue has become and are working to improve things. Now, might I just remind you that this is the first tweet that this account has made since literally July of 2020. I mean, hey, at least they know now, right? Just looking down, scrolling in the comments, you immediately see the sexiest man alive, Mudahar, posting oh dude, I might actually have to go save this, put this in my wank bank. Oh dude, Ricky Berwick too? Fucking score! Yeah, I'm definitely jerking off after this. A guy also pulled up to the Valve HQ. That's fucking beautiful. That is a work of art right there. That should be put in a fucking museum. And then you see here, there's just a couple images of the spy actually taking pictures with people. That's actually fucking great. Dude was not there to harm anybody. Dude just wanted to let his message be heard, you know? Kind of a doozy for our last story for today, but you're gonna want to stay with me for this one. I'm going to be kind of telling this story out of order because it starts with DMCAs and ends with a tournament, but let's start with the tournament first. Because Panda Global did something we thought you would have to give a personal blowjob to every Nintendo executive to do. They got Nintendo to actually fucking partner with them on something. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. They actually got Nintendo partner with them for a Smash Ultimate and Smash Melee event, no less. They also got them to do Melee. Now, I don't know who had to give a blowjob to who to get this shit done, but just... Can we just get a round of applause for whoever got on their hands and knees and Monica Lewinsky'd this shit? Because I refuse to believe that they got this done without some sort of favor. Because knowing Nintendo and their history, they probably own their fucking souls. They probably own the company now. I don't know what the hell Panda Global did to get off that deal, but you know, it worked. And for once, there is a giant cash prize for a Smash tournament. If you don't know, the Smash community is notorious for having low prize pools, mainly because other games who have official competitions, well, the companies behind those games tend to actually give up money for the prize pot to, you know, incentivize people playing more of their game. Yeah, but if you scroll a little bit deeper, you know, even though they are partnered with Nintendo, they are not a sponsor or co-sponsor. So, if I'm reading that correctly, they couldn't even be fucked to give the prize money out. They're just allowing these people to stream their game and, like, not get beheaded. For a company that makes literal billions in revenue, the fact that they couldn't just shell out 1/10 of a million for a prize pool for a gaming event just seems kind of shitty to me. You know why this doesn't even excite me in the first place anyways? Because this tournament was announced right after a whole bunch of people got DMCA striked for their Smash Bros videos. People like StylesX2, King Bob Gaming, and various tournament runners. And all the videos that got DMCA struck all have a few things in common. Number 1, they had modded gameplay or stages. Number 2 was that the music was from Nintendo games, which, if you know Nintendo, they don't really like it when you use their game's music. Unless it's Pokemon for some reason. They're oddly open with the Pokemon music. And number 3, Melee. Look, if it had anything to do with Melee, Nintendo was out for their ass. I don't know what kind of hate boner Nintendo has for Melee, but it is a huge erect penis and it is striking down videos at mass. And it really sucks because companies like Sega, Microsoft, and even fucking Valve have shown what happens when you let fans mod their games and create fan creations. Literally nothing but positive things. So, Nintendo, after 24 fucking years of being giant schizos, I really have to wonder if they'll ever wake up and realize it's not that big of a fucking deal. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I don't really know how to end off this video since it's been so long since I've done shit like this, but I'll just tease a video I've been making on a brand new channel. Either way, I've been Sleechi Michi, going the fuck to sleep.
And also about the roleplay, yes, sometimes I started, sometimes she started. So we both got involved with this roleplay.
But because of how much this person's name has been destroyed, has been obliterated, and how many people now know exactly what this person did.
So when you started dating, what age would you have been?
Technically I was 15.